Hello beautiful people, welcome back. Live on the farm, putting some work in. Compost day number 2. We're out in the outside of the tunnel today. Got my boy here already putting in some work. Shout out my boy Davey B. Shout out Emily Ray and this one too, you know, Emily Ray is gonna be viewing it. Everyone knows her, she's famous now. So this is we just lifted the tarp here. I want to speak to a couple things. Lifted the tarp. It is pretty dry under there. It's been about 6 months, 8 months. I did lettuces last year, and then we did beans after, and the beans were kind of late actually, so I don't even remember if I got a harvest, and the rabbits were munching through me. So it's a little more sparse than I actually would want from the, like, a kind of quote-unquote cover crop that we killed. Definitely more sparse than I would have liked, but we at least have some organic matter going back in the soils, you know. So now we're laying our compost down. We're going about 4 inches here compared to about 6 in the other area. So I did leave a little bit of space. The tunnel, this is east-west. The tunnel doesn't allow this to get much sunlight. We're even in spring and you can see the shade. I mean, early in the morning. Later in the year it'll shade off even more, so that's where we're getting a little space right here. So that's that area. Got that heavy ass tarp over there. Keep in mind, you gotta do some, when you do move tarps, you got, those are turning to be really heavy, especially it still has some ice buildup on it, some puddles. There's probably a rock or two that I was weighing it down with that got caught in there. It's freaking heavy. You gotta figure a way to manage the tarps properly too. It's just a little thing as I did that this morning. Here we're at with the tunnel as of this morning. I did do a short, and I don't know if people watch the shorts, so that's what I did. I'm doing a little longer one, probably only a couple minutes. Anyways, just a little update. But we're gonna have one long bed, boom, this year. And we go in, just going in a little bit around the grapes. Those are grapes that trellis up. If you haven't been with me, if you're new to it, like and subscribe. Welcome. We're Happy Fields Organic Family Farm. We're changing our name big time this year. I don't know if we're gonna become Happy Fields Health Farm or New Earth Foods. A couple sacred plants. I do got to dump another dump right here on top of that sacred plant area. But this is what we did yesterday. That's going to actually become, so I'll plant into the ground there. Some deeper crops, I don't know what. I still even might make a garden bed. I haven't decided. I can just get the compost over that little area right there if I need to be. So this is where we're at. Yeah, grapes trellis up, so that way in the summer I can have my cool weather crops get shaded out a little bit. It's not going to happen until next year now because the bunnies ate those ones, but I'm a year behind now on the grapeage. But here we're at. Everything's done in the tunnel. I'm going to be irrigating. We've got a nice sunny day. It's early in the morning, so I will be spreading this out a little bit later and irrigating. You got to keep this moist because you can see it's already, the sun's coming up and it's already drying out right there. See the color differential, you probably can. It's hard for me to see. Yeah, there you go. You can see the color differential. So you can already see it a little bit drying. So I got to get it irrigated in here. I got to make a little irrigation setup that I got going on. Get that back out here. So I want to speak to that. Maybe even show you like how far we got on this compost. I'll run over here. There's a long one. Watch a boy put in the work. Yeah, look at this pile compared to where it was.
What's that?
Sorry, just showing the peeps, the pile annihilation that you're doing. You're awesome, David. Good job. So we got most of it's probably like 40%, I bet, something like that. Done. Excuse me, I'm getting cold. Kind of nose sniffling, running and around in the morning. It's about 40 degrees. A month earlier than normal because of the tunnel, which is awesome. So getting a little earlier start, at least in laying some of these beds. So this is where we're at today. I did chicken wire the whole thing. I will have to chicken wire that whole area now too, so that's gonna make me do that area tonight. I still have a bunny living around here, maybe even 2. There was 2, I don't know, I haven't seen both of them, but so I wanted to speak to this too. So this is the other technique. So the first technique is we're obviously tarped. I did lettuces during the year, and then I did beans from a nitrogen housing fixation standpoint, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't actually create nitrogen, whatever. I don't need to go over that whole thing, but look up what beans do and the modules that they create. And so that's one technique, and then this is the other technique. I came through with my mushroom blocks and crumbled them up, and actually some of this was substrate that didn't end up taking, so that's why it's, you can see the color, it's actually wood chips that are really ground up. but it never got inoculated with chips. But the soil underneath, so I'm just pulling it back, and so we'll be having beds this way. I do east to west in all my beds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish, going that way. Shout out to Roman, beautiful music in the background. Roman music, there's my shout out on that, giving him credit. But yeah, beautiful underneath as I'm pulling this back. So I'm just hard raking this. And I have learned that I need to leave a little strip there, a little thicker than a normal pathway, just because the sun doesn't get here from the fence. But as I peel this back, it's just, the soil is awesome. And then I will come through and just pull out a little bit of the crabgrasses, get them young, or at least try to help, because they will come back no matter what. In this little corner, they always seem to come back. But I will, as they're this young, you guys should be taking them out as much as we can. So I'm just over here pulling this stuff back. We're gonna create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds, and that's after he fills up that over here, and then we're done with the compost until I start planting. So yeah, just a quick little update, guys. Hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Blessings. Bye.